The main goal of the PTO is to create financially viable careers for their triathletes. A big part of that is generating enough revenue across streams, and a multi-pronged strategy is vital.
Basically, our two main streams at the moment are the host city fees and then the age groupers, so the mass participation element. And both add up to basically cover our costs of putting on the event. Above that will be, the long-term strategy will be the media money. And every city we've been to has been amazing in terms of not haggling with these fees. They're just very real. We show them our budget. It's all very transparent.
Peter Hutton, a PTO board member with a long career in sports media, thinks that branding and media outreach are key to boosting the sport's popularity.
I think it's important to put the brand out there. I think it's important that people are aware of this unique way of racing, of the unique storytelling ability that we bring to it. And as a result, media is an important part of making people aware of what is possible. We want people to be excited about the idea that they can run with the best in the world, they can swim with the best in the world, or they can just watch the best in the world. But you've got to establish that and make it part of people's consciousness, and therefore the broadcast element does matter and the social media does matter, so that people care about it more. I think it's not something that we can overestimate how difficult it is, but at the same time, one of the things that working in social media has taught me is look at the data, look at the numbers, see where you're testing, see where you're learning, see how you're growing. And that gives us a lot of support in terms of thinking, okay, we're onto something good here, we're going in the right direction, and as a result, and long as we don't mess it up, we should be quite successful with the storytelling.
And part of that narrative involves the host city, which also sees benefits.
A key partner of the PTO Asian Open is Sports Singapore. I spoke with Roy Teo, Chief of Industry Development, Tech and Innovation.
Sports Singapore is a government agency that takes care of all the sporting events in Singapore as well as develop sports in Singapore. One of the things that we want to do is really to bring in a lot more different types of events to create a more vibrant calendar of events in Singapore. And a few things that we look at, whether is it unique, whether is there innovative way of organizing events. I think that's very important. And I think PTO fits quite a fair bit of that. They allow a lot of different experienced amateurs to participate in the event. They also bring in pro athletes, top athletes were here. That really inspired a lot of people to come and watch. And the format is really exciting. I mean, swimming in the Marina Bay is really, really unique.
Surely you go into it looking at a return on investment in terms of what this event will bring to Singapore as well.
Yep. So I think together with our other government agencies such as Singapore Tourism Board, we want to look at what is the tourist number that they will come to Singapore. Obviously, this event brings in quite a number of tourists. Number two is number of people spectating it. Number three is number of people participating in it.
What's the most important part about bringing PTO here to Singapore?
I think it's about the ability to draw top athletes here. I mean, we have Christian, we have Ashley here. At the start of the event, the crowd were just really crazy. I mean, they were so happy to see some of their idols in triathlon. And the ability to allow Singaporeans to participate in it is as key as the rest of the things that we talk about.
Sponsorship and sport go hand in hand, and triathlons are no exception. One of the major headline sponsors here at the PTO Asian Open is sports tech company Garmin.
Garmin as a brand has always been involved in sports. We had GPS technology that came from automotive and all. So about 30 years ago, we went into watches. So that's where we had our first running watch. Then we went into very specific sports like running, cycling, swimming, which naturally transitioned into triathlon, right? So why we partner? Because we've always been the leader in the leading brands in the sport industry in this segment. And we thought it's a natural fit because we see the sport growing globally. The interest in endurance sports like triathlon sports has been growing immensely in not just Singapore but in the region and globally as well. So having said that, we want to champion that with our partner. We believe that we have a common goal with PTO. We support their training all the way throughout to the end of the race and we provide them the statistics to help them achieve their peak performance.